we need to, or for like people who couldn't join. I know Jen couldn't join today. But I just wanted, we got some records in. We have quite a few actually, and Daisy's getting them ready this morning for abstraction. But I went through with them yesterday, just kind of the live, like what to do with the record session. So this was a good segue. So what I've done already, and hopefully this part is clear, is to log into QSHR. So I was here on my remote desktop. I sent you a message a couple of weeks ago about now having like server 1 and server 2. So we just use server 1. And then once you get in here, right, you click on the QSHR icon. And it should bring you, if you logged out the real way, it should bring you to this screen. If not, it may take you back to whatever you were doing last time you were in here. So this is kind of where we're going to start. If you know what, maybe just because I'm a little rusty, I'm going to pull up the training manual on this part just to make sure I don't skip anything. Okay. Okay. So finding the chase to abstract, option 1. I'm not going to do this. It's not my favorite way, but so you can do this if you want. Option 2 is the manage project activity. This is the way I like it, so I'm going to show you this way. So the first thing we're going to do is find the chases that are ready to abstract. So I'm going to click on manage project activity. Okay, it's going to bring me now to my query. I need to click on the ... next to my query. And I'm going to click on the plus next to chases, because that's what I want to look at. Okay, I happen to know that there's a chronic chase that's ready for review, so I'm going to click on chronics ready for review, and I'm going to click on run. Okay, now I can see all the chases, that are ready to review for the chronics team. Okay, so now I need to find the associated medical record, and I need to remember that this is chase 17570. So I'm going to come to my incoming records. Actually, let's go back to the PowerPoint, make sure I didn't skip anything. Okay, that's option 3. Oh, that's blinked. Okay, let's go find the record first. Well, I guess we can follow the directions. Okay, so we're going to open the chase. So I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to click open data entry for chases. I only have the one, but if there were multiple, I could highlight multiple and open them. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, let's go back and make sure I'm saying the right thing, is I want to make sure that everybody knows that I'm abstracting it. So the first thing I'm going to do is change me to be the reviewer, and I'm going to hit save. That way, if somebody else comes in here, they're like, oh, Carrie's already in here. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to click save. Did you see how I selected myself? If, like, for me, like, if it's, let's say it's a blank, and I want to find my name, I can just hit C, but it's going to take me to Sherry. So it may whittle it down, but it won't like take you directly to you. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. So now if anybody else comes in here, like Sherry's working on it, and it comes behind and she can say, oh, Sherry's working on it. Okay. Now that I'm in here, I can see that there's some admin data. So on 611, I have an admin A1C. And it's telling me that, you know, these are the other dates of service that he was seen, but we don't necessarily have any data for that. He does have an admin blood pressure of less than 140/90. I don't know what data service that is because all these are zeros. So I probably want to enter a blood pressure because I really have no idea when this is from, which is kind of weird. Oh, it tells me right here, 1228. So if I see a blood pressure after 1228, I'm going to want to enter that, but probably I won't. Most recent A1C is from 6/11. Okay, let's go back to our thing here. Okay, we did that part. Okay, marking reviewed, we did that. This is the data entry toolbar. We don't need to go through all this. Okay, so let's find the record. So I'm going to come over here into our incoming records folder. I think I sent you the link for this, but I can send it again if you need it. But under the quality improvement, private, HEDIS 2019 retrieval incoming records. So this is a CDC chase, so I'm going to click on CDC. Now I labeled this an I because I'm, right, like I did it, so I know, but the girls won't do that. They'll just put the chase number and the measure. I'm going to open my record here. This is the cover page that goes out to the provider. So sometimes you might see this, that they send it back. I'm not going to, it's kind of a pain in the butt to save these because they come in like a picture format. So they have to save them to PDF and it's kind of a pain. So I'm not going to have them remove these pages. Okay, so here, let's see, we can rotate clockwise. Okay, so here I want to check my patient, James Severson. Where's QSHR? James Severson. Where's my thing? Okay, so this questionnaire, let's see, so what do I have here? Oops, what is happening? Okay, so this here is from 2015, so I don't want to use this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, so this is a vision exam. I think this is from 2012. Maybe, is that 2018, 15, 12? I'm not sure. Oh, see, this is from 2017. Okay, let's see if we can't use any of this that's typed. Okay, so this is retinal imaging from 2017. So that's usable. We just need to make sure it's negative. So no diabetic retinopathy. See, 2017. Okay, so I'm going to use my comment thing. The eye exam, data service. Okay, and now I should see these. If I click view comments, where is this? Where is my? There we go. So now I can see my data service, and then I'll leave a comment over here too. It says negative eye exam. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. Oh, so this is unknown. So even though the data service is in here, because it's unknown and not negative, it didn't count it as admin, right? So that wasn't in there. So we'll just put it in here. 6/20/2017, and this is a no retinopathy. Okay, so I'm gonna hit save. It's gonna say, tell me it's saved, and now I can see that my eye exam here is marked compliant. So now I'm done with this one. I'm gonna come back to my record. I'm just gonna save it. Okay, give it here. Yes, I want to replace it. What the heck? This is not supposed to happen. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just save it in the overread folder. We might, see, you didn't do this when I did the test files. So maybe I'll save it in this ready for overread bucket. And close this. Close all the tabs. Okay, and now I can close out of this one because I'm done. If I refresh, it'll go away because I've already completed that one. Now, because the records were being weird, I'm just gonna, oh, don't open again. I'm gonna double check that it got moved into here. I'm gonna delete this. I don't know why, maybe because they updated the Citrix server and it's a different version of Adobe. We'll have to give it a try with another one. Okay, so that was it for the chronics, but I know I saved some WCCs. So I'm gonna come to my kids ready for review. I'm gonna hit run, and now I can see all the chases. So let's come over to my WCC folder. So I'm gonna open 31457. Come over here, open 31457. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this as me so that Mary and Liz know I'm working on it. Say okay. I'm gonna rotate this. Okay, so, uh-oh. 31457. 31457. Okay, so this would be one of those times where we'd want to, oh, that's weird. I must not have filtered out just the pages I needed yesterday. So this is Sandy Killy. So this is one of those times where we would want to say like, use our overread function, which is here, display overread. And we'd want to do the data entry, which is how we'll get the feedback to our reviewer or our abstractors. So we can see who, I think we can see who made it. We go to properties. So you can see I made it. So you would come in here and you would say C. Taylor has a fail, and then you'd add a code, and we would, oh, I forgot to change my status on the other one, epic fail. I would say multiple patients in the chart. I would put your username, which happens to be the same, say 2 patients in there or something like that, and finish. So that way that feedback will go back to the abstractors or the retrieval agents, and they can fix that in there. So I'm just gonna close this. I'm gonna change this to complete now because I forgot on my last one, so I'll have to go find it. Okay, so let's get back to this Sandy Killy patient. Okay, here's where he starts. So 6/6/2005, Sandy Killy, 6/6/2005. Okay, so doesn't look like he already has any admin data. So we got to find everything. So we have a height, weight, a BMI, no percentile. Sorry, you guys have to watch me like skim this record. Just seeing if they had a well check in here. Knee pain. Labs. Oh, that's birth. This is all from birth. They've sent like the whole record. Okay, so let's see. From 2005. 2017. 2018. Okay, let's go back up here. Okay, so I'm going to use my comment here. I didn't see a BMI percentile in there, so we'll check again. We'll say height, weight, data service. Okay, and if I want to view them, I can go to View, Tools, Comment, Open. Okay, so I'm going to make another comment here. Height and weight and BMI. Okay, so I'm going to go back 9/7/2018. Oops. Okay, they had a height and a weight. Oh, epic fail. But see, I can just like click back on here. It'll take me right back to that page. Oh my gosh, I did it again, you guys. Okay. Just looking for nutrition and physical activity here. Okay. Nothing too exciting in here.
Hey, Carrie, it's Liz. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So as you're going through the chart, a second ago, because there's two charts in here, or two patient records in here, so we still would send or do what you did with the overread comment, but then go ahead and continue to abstract?
Yeah, if it's the wrong patient, you don't want to, but I would just continue to abstract, because what the girls will do is they'll take the other pages out and make sure that that goes to the right case, but this will probably be just left as is, so your comments will be in there.
Okay, cool.
Right, so Daisy's on the phone, so Daisy would be like, oh crap, Carrie messed it up and now I gotta fix it. So this is the other patient, this is page 10, so she's gonna go like file, print, she'll go print to PDF, she'll want pages 1 through 10. Okay, and she's gonna wanna print this. She's gonna come here. And I'm guessing I already saved it, I just did too many pages, but she'll come back and say, okay, patient Noy was really 31965. 31965. So I did already save it. I've just got these other pages in here, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to like remove them. So I'm just gonna have them leave it. Do you know what I mean? Do you guys see anything else I missed in this chart? I didn't really notice anything. And do you see how I'm going back and forth between like the project activity and the data entry? Yes, I want to see. Okay, great. I'll go back here. So this would be like how in Windows, right, you would just click on your tabs along the top. Instead, they have their tabs along the right and they don't look very tabby, but that's how they are. Okay, so I'm done with this one. I'm gonna mark it completed. If I wanted somebody else to look at it, I could pend it. If in your overread codes, it was just the wrong patient, instead of multiple patients, you'd put unable to review and then they'll fix it and it'll circle back. So I'm just gonna do completed. I'm gonna click save. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. You're gonna let me do it this time. This is kind of annoying. This is not in the plan. Yeah, well, I know it's because I have it open. Let me see here. Ugh. Let's see if I close this, if it'll. Oh. Okay, so maybe we don't need to hit save. Maybe we just need to close it. So to see my comments, I'm gonna go view tools, comment, open. Oh, and they stayed. Oh, perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna move this one to the ready for overread. Yes. Okay, let's do one more. Actually, let me show you really quick how to go back and fix that chase I already did. So it's not going to be in my chronics ready for review anymore because I already did it. So I can go to active chase view because it's still active, which it shouldn't be because I should have completed it. Okay, so I can do a couple of things here. I think the easiest is probably for me to find that case ID 17570. I'm going to come here and I'm going to say is equal to 17570 and filter. Okay, so here's our guy. Oh, I'm trying to use like quality reporter, but that's not right. So I'm going to open data entry and I'm going to change this to completed. Okay, now if I close out of here and refresh, it shouldn't show in here anymore because I already finished it. Okay, so now it's not showing up in here because I completed it. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to take that as a yes. So the other record I got in for an IMA. We got a few of those yesterday. So coders ready for review. Here's my list. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. And I know that they're IMA because I saved them, but here, if I'm not sure which measures they are and which folder to go to, you can see under the measure key, it says IMA. So I'm going to come to my folder here, incoming records, IMA, okay, 23716, 23716. I'm going to open this. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is mark me is this, and I'm going to save so that other Carrie knows I'm working on it. Okay, so I'm going to rotate clockwise. Okay, so Jeremic Shuru. Oh, I'm telling you, this retrieval agent is a worst. Who did this? This is not even close. Okay, 23716. 23716. Wait, this is the right one. Wait a minute. Okay, so same thing here, right? You would come in and say overread. I would say Carrie messed it up, right? And I can see that it was Carrie because if I click here, and go properties, this all in the training too, by the way. Details, oh, that Carrie, she's the worst. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this as a fail. I'm gonna add a comment. I'm gonna say multiple patients in the record. I'm gonna put my name. Let's say 2 patients. You have to put something here in the comments, which is dumb because you already put it in the category, but I digress. Okay, so we'll close that. Okay, so Madonna Karen, oops. Starts on this page. Date of birth 11/5/2005, 11/5/2005. Okay, so we're doing vaccines, HPV 11/5/2016. And an HPV. Okay, so I'm going to come here. HPV. Okay, I view tools, comments. Can see that. Okay, here's my Manacra on the same data service. Here's my comment. CV. So I'm just going to come over here. I don't have to re-enter the data service. I can just check it here. Okay. TDAP. He had that kind of early. That's probably why they didn't re-administer. So that's going to be out of service, out of the date range. So this is a good example. So this is 11/5/2012, right? Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's a typo because it's on the same data service. Oh, he seems to come in on the birthday. Okay, well, whatever. Happy birthday, here's a shot. Okay, so this is a TDAP. So if I click here and I hit save, it's going to tell me that TDAP is outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say services outside of the measurement year or date range so that I can say, okay, he's compliant, you know, for the TDAP or for meningococcal really. But then I can see that this one was given outside the date range. Varicella. Okay, let's see if there's any other vaccines in here. So a lot of these kids go to the school clinic. It's one of the places where you're like school nurses are like primary care providers. And all these records happen to come from one of those clinics yesterday. Die. Labs. Okay, so that was it for that one. So the meningococcal is compliant, which we expected. The Tdap's not, because we told us it was too old and there was only one HPV. So we'll leave it like that. I'm going to change this to complete. All right, that's like clicking reviewed for this location. I'm going to save. Yes, I know. Was saved. Okay. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to close this. It's going to ask if I want to save it. Yep. Oh, no. Why? I thought we just had this fixed.
I think you just closed it and then it just saved with the comments. I don't think you had to save it.
Yeah, but I'm just, like, didn't it ask this last time?
It did, but I think then it would bring you to the other folders. And I think when you just closed it without saving it, and then you went back to the comments, they were in there. I'm not sure. I might have.
Let's give it a try. Here was thinking we had it all figured out. Nope. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Oh, I guess I could just click on comment over there, huh? That's annoying. Now it's there with the changes, but I have to delete this. I don't like that. Let me look at something. Do you guys mind if I tinker with something really quick while we are on the phone?
Yeah, don't mind.
Okay. Okay, so I wonder if because Daisy, yesterday, we did Microsoft print to PDF, right? Maybe she's not on the line anymore. Because I don't like that. Do you guys like that where you'd have to save as and then delete the other?
We haven't learned anything else, so it wouldn't be like learning something new.
Oh. Okay. Well, that didn't work. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay. Oh, I see. That's what they were trying to tell me with that. Okay. Did I print already? Okay, that wasn't an option. Whatever, we'll just save it there. Oh, Lord. Oh, it wouldn't let me save it to my desktop? That's rude. Like, that's what they told us to do, and I just didn't do it. No. Ah, okay. This is the deal. I thought that might be the case. So I don't know how to change this to default, but I can certainly ask. But what you need to do is right click and open with Adobe Acrobat. That's the one that it was using but in our old software. So then you can just save. Oops. Right, and then I can just save and close. So let me see if I can find out how to make that the default. All right, if I just come in here, open with Adobe Acrobat. No, okay. Right, because then it would save my rotation. And it would save my vaccines. Okay. Oh, it might not save my rotation because it won't let me save anything here. Let's see. Yeah, so it doesn't change the rotation, but it will. Oh shoot, I opened it in the wrong format again. Dang it. Let me ask IT if I can figure out how we can change that to be our default. But then that will work for our saving. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I haven't set any of the chases for overread. If I refresh this, that Karen kid should come off. I haven't set any chases to overread yet, but let me show you. Let's see how I did it here. Let's see. So these are all the chases that are abstracted. So basically what I would do is filter by reviewer and review date. And then I have this option to like select a random subset of a percentage. All right, so let's say I want to see 1%, go, so that's gonna get that. So then what I can do is modify, I'm gonna set this chase assignment to ready for overread. I think maybe I better get this out. I think I had it here. Let's see, I think I put it in here for me. I make these trainings based on how I learn, so like even my own thing is set up the same way. Okay. Assigning chases to overread. Yep. So do that. Random subset. Oh yeah, assign to overread. Okay, so I'm going to assign this to overread. I'm going to change this to ready for overread. Okay. So this happens to be the IMA. So now if I go over to my chases, and if I go to coders ready for overread, this chase should be there. Ta-da! So now you can see that this one's ready for overread and work this list too. So from here, it would be the same thing. You would go to the record, right? So I'm in IMA, and then I just go to my ready for overread bucket, right? So here I have the chases that are ready for review, and then I'd go to my ready for overread bucket and find the chase associated with this one. Any questions? I'm sure we'll have a bunch once we get in there. I quit looking at my PDF. Did we even cover everything? Let's see.
This is Mary. I have a couple questions when you're ready.
Okay, give me 1 second to make sure I went through this. Validating compliance, the pop-ups, admin data. Okay, you can read these. Non-compliant codes we kind of went over. Oh, the pinpoint chases. Okay, we didn't do that. Tips and tricks. Dynamic record, we went over annotations. We went over that. Okay. All right, Mary, go.
All right. So in QSHR, when you have gone to, for example, kids ready for review, and then it gives you the whole list, there was one thing about like dragging the columns up into the gray bar. Does it matter if you do that or if you just filter where it's at?
Yeah, you can just filter where it's at. So if you wanted to like only do WCC, you could click and drag this, this header, and then it would say, so you could do all the WCCs and then all the W45s or something like that. But you don't have to.
Okay. But you
And
could
to
also
remove it,
just
you can
click
just
the
click it.
little, okay. So you could also just click the little filter and just filter from right where
Yeah.
it is.
Yep.
Okay, so
So you
it's no
could just
different.
click this and do that. And then to remove, you click it again and just clear the filter.
Okay. And then once you, so if you were like to select several chases that you wanted to do, and then they show up in that white column on the left, and then once you open up one in the template, what's the best way to exit so that you don't exit out of all of the ones you've highlighted?
Yeah, let me show you here. So let's say I'm going to select all of these. Okay, and I'm going to open the data entry. So you can see that they come here, right? So when I'm done, I can just click on the X here, and it, oh, this is a good question because I thought that's how you did it. So apparently just save on the one and go to the next and leave them all open until you're done.
Okay.
And then close them.
Okay. And then that will close that.
Because it'll close them all.
List. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just go to the next list. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering.
And then you can refresh after, right? And all those ones should be gone from your list.
Oh, true. Because they're now under completed.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and if
when
they're
we
still
open,
on your list, we forgot.
Right. Okay. So when we open the kids ready for review, for example, list, do we need to, let's see, where's my notes? Do we need to filter by chase status equals A and chase assigned review equals?
I set this up already. So let me show you a little bit about how this list works. So the kids ready for review, it's already filtered. So it's filtered to only show AWC, W15, W34, and WCC. It's going to have records that are retrieved. The reviewer is blank. The overread status is blank. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. So once somebody enters themselves as the reviewer, it'll come off this list. So it should only, and the girls will only change records to R that we get the records for, and they're only retrieving the active chases.
Okay, so once we open the measure or the team ready for review, we don't really need to filter by anything unless we want to just filter out one specific measure.
Right.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yep. Anybody else have other questions? Mare or Net, any tips that I left out that you think might be helpful?
I have a question when you overread.
Okay.
The first two slots, isn't that the normally the overreader? And then when you failed, it popped up user. Isn't that the person who actually did the failing? That I would put my name as the overreader if I was overreading you. And if you were
yeah,
passed,
I tested
then
this. Let's see.
It would just leave it as.
Honestly.
I think the first two slots are the person who's overreading. And then once you fail them, then it's going to pop up a user, which is where you would put who did the error.
Oh, okay, let's look.
Because if
I know
two people overread,
because I couldn't remember.
Because otherwise, the overreader is going to end up getting tagged for the fail.
Okay, so in the first field, you will enter the name
right.
of the person who abstracted the chase.
That's not right. Are you sure?
I can hear Mare in the background. That's not right.
Sorry about that. I didn't hit the mute fast enough.
So my mute's on. You're hearing me through hers.
Na, 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 na.
If I recall from my past, I put in my name a whole lot more than who the abstractor. I didn't worry about who abstracted till they failed. And then you look and see who did it, because more than one person could abstract that chart. You have to see who did the error.
Let's see. What folder is this in?
Didn't you just complete another abstraction?
Yeah, but I want to look at the manual to see, because it makes sense. Like, why would I? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, assigning.
I was going to say use a test run and put me as the first one and then you as the second failed. And that should pop up you.
Okay, give me a sec here. Performing overreach. Okay. If the reviewer is being scored, the name that should be selected in this section is the person performing the overread on the reviewer. Okay, so okay, is the name is, we'll enter your name. Oops. Your name as the overreader. Okay. Let me just highlight this red so we know that it's changed. Okay, and then username. So you enter the name of the abstractor, right? Whoa. Let's look here. The username from the dropdown. The username is the reviewer being overread. Okay, you're right. Okay, we'll highlight this as changed too. Okay, anything else you noticed?
No?
Okay.
I just
Any
wanted
other
to
questions?
clarify. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I just wanted to clarify if the chart was entered in error, like it had two people in it, you do want us to use the abstractor section of the overread for that.
No, I want you to use the data entry.
I mean the data, yeah.
Entry for the retrieval and the reviewer for the abstraction.
Okay. All right. Just making sure.
Yeah, let's make sure I put that on here. Yeah. Okay. I think that was in this other one. Yeah. So on the retrieval, you'll use the data entry section. Any other questions? Okay, so we have a few minutes left, so I'm just going to show you something. So we initially hired 4 retrieval agents. One left a few weeks ago because she had a bad attitude. And Olivia, unfortunately, has taken a permanent position, so she's leaving us on Friday. So we're looking for new retrieval agents. But in the meantime, if you're looking for hours, I'm willing to pay. So let me show you a little bit about what we're doing. So we have these incoming records, and all this information is in the retrieval training. So I'm going to open this. this is something you'd watch you do while watching, you know, HGTV, right? It's not super, you know, critical thinking, but it's laborious and time consuming. So, what the girls, so they're doing here, they have steps, right? So they get their assignment, they confirm the contact info, they send the fax, send the fax, send the fax, send the fax, send the fax. Okay, so then the records come in. So they come in and they get placed in this incoming records folder. So these are all records that have come in that are ready, that could be ready for review. We just need to properly label them. Okay, so I'm gonna, because we're recording this, I'm gonna just show you kind of what we do. So, because I think you guys are smart and can figure this out, hopefully, and you can, I mean, always text me or message me or whatever if you have questions, but I think you can do it. So I'm gonna come back to the dashboard and I'm gonna go to the assignment scheduler. And this is where the girls work from and find their assignments. So this is where we can go to properly label the records. And even like if you find measures that are for you and want to abstract them at the same time, that's fine too. So we'll come here to our incoming records and I'm going to start with the first one. Oh, I did this one yesterday. Is this a different, no, Big Island Vision? Okay. So once you're done, we're supposed to move them to this original record so that they don't keep popping up in there. Okay, replace. So it was in there. I don't know why it's back in here. Okay, so here we have our next one. So it's to Daisy. So that I can use some filters to help find this, right? So this is from Daisy and it's from Dole Middle School. Oh, this is the one I did yesterday too. Weird. Okay, take 3. Okay, let's see if this one looks familiar. That's all I sent back. Okay, that's not helpful. So this is from Sunshine Pediatrics. So what I would do is I'm going to come here to assignment. And I'm going to change this to contains. I really miss, you know how in Quality Reporter you can just start typing it, it'll take you to that. This does not do that, and I did not think I would miss it so much. So Sunshine. So I'm going to put in here a note with the date and said received the fax back stating what did it say? And this might be a little much and you might not want to do all of this. Where is that? See, they come back as pictures. Okay, so we would say stating records fax back, but no records attached. So I'm going to change this in the workflow. See, this is, I probably wouldn't recommend you guys do this one. I would skip this one. But since I'm in here, I'm going to change this back to I don't know. I'm just going to change it to callback. And I'll update this. Okay. So let's pretend that one wasn't in there. Let's see if we can find a good one. What the heck? Okay. So this is, oh, maybe these are some of the records. So this is Sunshine Pediatrics. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to want to come in here. oh my gosh. Okay, contains sunshine. Okay, so then I have my assignment. If I click on the chases, then I can find the chase IDs for these members. So I only want to look at the active chases here. Okay, so luckily there aren't too many. So this is patient Branco. Okay, Branco is 33104. Okay, so let's see, make sure all the pages are for Branco. Nope, so that's a different patient. So pages 1 through 5 are for Branco. So I'm gonna go print. I wanna uncheck this fit to picture frame, and I want pages, I'm gonna change this to custom, and I just want pages 1 through 5. You can do a couple of these. You can do print to PDF, this cute PDF writer, either one. 1 through 5, so I'm gonna print this. I want to save this, let's see, what chase was this? This is a W15. Okay, so I'm gonna save it in my W15 folder, and I'm gonna name it 33104 WCC, W15 rather. Okay, so then I'm going to right click and I'm going to modify. I'm going to set my chase assignment to ready for review. I'm going to change this to record received, and I'm going to click OK. Now it'll show up in the W15 to-do list. So I'm just going to keep going through this. So the next patient is Safri, which is 3762. Oops. Okay, so this is page 6. Through 14. Okay, I'm going to uncheck this fit to picture. I'm going to change this to custom. This is 6 through 14. Print. Okay, Safri was a WCC 32297. It's a WCC. Oops. Okay, so I need to change my folder here. Oops. To WCC. Must like save. Okay, I'm going to set this one here, modify, chase assignment, ready for review, record received. You can also do that last step with like multiple chases at the same time. So like if we could go through and validate which chases were in there and then set all of those to ready for review. Okay, so now I'm done with this one. I'm going to move it here. I wonder if this is the rest of those. Where's this from? Nope, that's from a different clinic. Anyway, so then because not all of the records came back, I would just want to leave a note. Records back. I'm going to say only 2 of 5 records received. And I click update. So if you want, if you're, you know, jonesing for some work, please, please, please help us with this. It starts at step 5, which is slide 33 here in the retrieval. It'll just walk you through how to separate and save the records. And then, so you need 5 and 6, because this is how, step 6 is how it comes to your workflow bucket. So on that W15 that we did in here, If I go to manage project activity, I come to chases, I come to kids ready for review, and I hit run. Now I should see that W15 in there that we added, and the WCC for that matter. So please help us. We're really behind with already because of software issues, and now we're down 2 retrieval people, and so if you would do this, I would be very, very grateful. Okay, any questions about that part?
Where is that instruction manual found?
I'll email it to you, but it's in the training materials. It's the retrieval updated. And I'll email it to your work emails really quick. Any other questions about this part? I know it's not really part of the workflow, but you don't have any work to do until this stuff gets done, so you know, kind of would be. Then we could all get moving along, and I can get the girls back to calling the facilities and attempting to get the records. So if I'm going to choose to assume you all love me and will help when you can, so I'm going to have the girls focus on other things, and hopefully we can focus on this. I mean, there aren't too many as of right now, right? But as soon as we get these done, then we can be abstracting and overreading and get that process moving. And so hopefully we can keep you a little busy until we get more records in. We have the on-site visit. Oh, so other things, let's regroup here. If I go back to my email, I think Daisy sent us, not provided to the email, the password has gone to the requester. Okay, so the queens, I'll forward you this email. Let me just do it now. Let me just delete all this extra crap you don't need. So I think everybody's password is computer 1. Okay, so here's your username and password. So we can start on these EMR ones too. I'm going way over time. If you have to drop, I don't blame you. Oh, my next meeting's not until 10. Okay, so if we come over here, I think I saved it to my queens. I'm gonna log in, take my username, computer 1. Okay, so it's gonna ask me, oops, PUTER 1. Change my password. I don't know what the requirements are. Let's hope it works. So mine had 10 digits, 10 number, 10 whatevers, a capital, 2 letters, and 2 characters. So somewhere between nothing and that is what we're doing. So we want CareLink Remote. Okay, and then here in QSHR, we're going to use the same assignment scheduler. So if you filter by, if you come over here to action, under here there are EMR abstractions. Okay, so if I want to do queens, and I go to my chases, okay, now I can see all the queens chases. I want to start with the active ones. So I'm going to filter my, I don't think I put this in a training, you guys. I'm going to filter to active. And then like, I'm just going to filter to my measures. So let's say my measures are kids. I'm going to do AWC, I'm going to do WCC. Okay, so for this is all I have here. Now there's like 3 or 4 different Queen centers, so don't think you're getting off the hook. But if I right click and I say copy, copy value in this column, it should capture his name. So, oops, I forgot. So it got me this little launch thing here. Maybe it'll go. So it's basically another Citrix like you're in already. I do need you though to access this from within our Citrix so you can save the screenshot. Okay, so my theme, I'm guessing, is the same. We're gonna find out. Yep, so it was the same username and password that I used to log in. These are all the charts that they've given us. So, well, let's see if we can't stretch this out a little bit so I can find the patient. So this patient's last name was Asugar. If I can sort alphabetically by putting this on here. Sure what all this is, and he's not in there yet, or not, is not. What are these? Okay, so let's get out of here. So if it'll take me to the charts that they've given me, and I can double click on them, and it'll just take me to the chart so that I can see kind of what's in here. We'll just have to figure out, you know, and play around and see, you know, kind of what's in here and what we can find. See, do they have a labs? Maybe not. So it doesn't look like there's a lot on this patient. I wonder if in some of these other ones, like there's different things. So you might have to go through, you know, like they've got several for the patient. You can, so I don't touch this done button because they might be in other measures that aren't for your team. So like this person could be in like COA and CDP and CDC. So don't close it or whatever. But it looks like if you go into that patient, you can see several different things. This is all kind of weird and we'll just have to figure it out. But in here is a snippet tool. And I think I put this in the abstraction training. Let's see, oh, where's the abstractor one? Oh, it's a PDF. So I have these couple of slides in here about capturing the images from EMR. So you can use this, you can use snippet, and those instructions are here, or the Snagit, which isn't my favorite. And I don't know if you can see this. Can you see like the little red dot in the kind of upper left-hand corner of my screen?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Snagit. This one's not my favorite, but you can do whatever you want. So if you want to use snippet, you'd click new, and it kind of grays out your screen, and you can just, like, let's say this is a CDC, and I want to show my attention for Neff. Oh, and I just did that totally wrong. So I took this problem list, but what patient is it on, right? So I need to make sure to get the name and the date of birth and all of that information. Hello, there it is. So then it's got this highlighter function, so you can kind of annotate while you go. So name, date of birth, and then down here is my attention for Neff. Okay, so then let's say this is a, you know, Chase ID, whatever. So I don't save as. I learned that the hard way. So you want to go print, and you're going to print to PDF again. Okay. So then you would come, and if I think I had you save the incoming records, but that is, since the new server came out, I lost mine. So I would come to incoming records, say this is a CDC, Chase 12345, CDC. Right, and I would get that information from here. Right, my Chase ID. And I would save it there. Then it'll save as PDF. And actually, you could even save it. You should probably save it to, where was that? Where can I snag it? But I would want to save it to ready for overread, right? Because I abstracted it. Does that make sense? Do you want to do a couple of these real life EMRs together? I still have 45 minutes if you guys are willing to hang on.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
What is the website that you're going to?
Oh. I didn't include all the information. That's so weird. That's not like me at all. Okay, and then where did we click on? Nope. Okay. Hopefully that will be more information. Okay, so let's get out of here and let's just start. Hopefully this top patient isn't like a TRC or something. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my list, and I'm going to remove the measure filters. Okay, I'm going to sort this. And they told us that they haven't loaded them all. So like Armanda's is on there. So let's come to this other list, because that was 2 on there that hadn't been loaded.
Can you go through again how to find them in QSHR?
Yep. So I'm going to come to assignment scheduler. Okay. It probably will default to ones that are assigned to you. So you can just uncheck that. I'm going to scroll to the right, and under action, I'm going to filter by EMR abstraction. So now these are all the sites that we're planning to abstract to EMR. So I'm going to click the one, I'm going to click Chases. Okay, so this facility has a total of 6,600 chases, but a lot of them are inactive. System closed means they're already compliant, right? So we don't want to worry about those. So I'm just going to filter down to the actives. Okay, I'm going to filter, I'm going to sort A to Z and see if some of these are in here. What the heck? This is Queens, right? AGP. Oh, these patients aren't on this list. Okay. What's happening here? Oops. what is going on. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, we're gonna skip her. Sorry, Mar. That one too. Okay, let's try this one. See if he was in there. Okay, so here's this guy. Okay, so I'm going to come back over. I'm going to do what I did before. I'm just going to right click and open the data entry. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to save this as me. Okay, so he has an eye exam, so I don't need to look for that. He's got an A1C greater than 9 from August, so I'll see if there's anything more recent. And he's got a blood pressure less than 140/90 in August as well, and he has attention for NEF. So all I'm really looking for here is the most recent blood pressure and the most recent A1C. Okay, so let's see what they've put in here. So this is a note from May, which is not more recent. Diagnoses. Okay. Medication. He has a letter. So I probably don't need that. Excuse from school. Okay. Health screening. So let's see, I can't really click on that. More. So here's our advanced care planning under the more, which is good. Obstetrics and pregnancies under there. If he had some, let's see. So he's got this results console, but there's nothing in here. Let's see. So there's an ARB if we needed that. We'd have that here. Vitals. Oh, that's to enter. I don't want to enter vitals. Oh, this is just all the same page, just the different. Okay. Okay. So there was nothing in that one. So then let's look at what's in here. Load all notes. Okay. I want the most recent data service, which looks to be this June 3rd, so that's not any good. June 2nd. Procedures, got a pick line. This looks like inpatient documentation. More. Okay. So that's kind of weird. So nothing in here either. So then we'll just come back over the here. You know, so we'll change this to complete. If you want to leave a note that was like no info in EMR, that would be okay. Just so that we knew. So we'll just save this. Okay. I want this to come to the overread though. So what I'm going to do is I don't know that I put this in here, but we should still change this to Let me look at something really quick to see if that's still going to come even if we don't change it. That's not what oh, I didn't assign it though. Let's see here. Oh, he did come over here. Okay, so don't worry about having to reassign anything. And then he should update. Oh, okay.
Are you listening to this?
Mary, you know you're not on mute. Okay, so that guy should come, oh, it was on this list. He should come off of this list because he's been changed to complete. Right, so now there he is under complete. So he's coming off this list. So we can just go back to our actives and let's see if we can find one other one that has some information. So let's look at this CBP. Okay. Okay, Shirley Havens. Come over here. I'm going to open her data entry. I'm going to save this as me so everybody knows I'm working on it. Okay, so here I need to have a blood pressure after 5/23. That's my second diagnosis date. And here you can see she doesn't have any admin blood pressures or supplemental data blood pressures because she's got this 1/1/2019. So we'll just look through here and see what the most recent is that we can find. Okay, this is 6/20/2018. We can, okay. Oh, that's there. Okay, so that was 6/20. So I'm just going to go to the next one and see what the data service is. 5/23. It's weird how they put these in here. Okay, so these are inpatient one, I think. So that's 3/28. So that first one was 6 whatever, which was after our second diagnosis date and the most recent. Okay, so this data service 6/20/2018, 130/65. And 30/65. Okay, so now I'm going to grab this image. I'm going to use my snippet. I'm just going to get this whole info here. Okay, I'm going to annotate it while I'm in here. So we'll say Shirley, this is her date of birth, which I didn't check. I should really quick. 4/17/54. This is correct. Oh, that's not what I wanted there. Okay, here's her blood pressure. We should check to make sure there wasn't a second one, because I'm not doing all the things I want you guys to do because I'm rusty. So it looks like she had a procedure, but it was just a TTE. So that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to save this as this case ID. So which is 19901. I'm going to go file, print. I'm going to do this as a print PDF. Okay, so I'm gonna go incoming records. This was a CBP, and I already abstracted it, so I'm gonna put it into ready for review. And 199.199.01, and it says CBP. I'm gonna save that. Close out of here. Oh, I don't want to save this. I'm gonna change this to complete and save. Okay, and then that one's done. Do you want to do another one, or are we clear? Like mud. Let's do this ABA. Okay, so Alexander, whatever, 62151. 621. Oh, I don't know if you can see here. This is the date of birth. So I'm going to open his data entry. I'm going to change my reviewer to me so everybody knows. Okay, so Okay, so here are blood pressure and a height. And like it has this here, right? But it doesn't tell me what data service this was on. We probably shouldn't take it from the ER. Okay. Okay, so here we have a height, weight, and BMI here. So this is 1/30 of 2018. Oh, put that in the wrong place. Okay, so he had, let's make sure, a weight, a BMI. Okay, so we'll put the weight and BMI on this data service. And the BMI here. Okay, so we'll grab this image. It's weird that he doesn't have a height. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to annotate this. Okay, I'm going to change this to ABA. I'm going to put it in the ready for overread. Oops. And this is 41831. And then because this is going to come in 2 images, I don't know if you guys have worked with Julie before, but you could just put like weight and BMI, and then you could save the next, we'll say the next one is like height. Okay, I think this other one had a height. Yeah, so here's a height. I'm going to annotate name, date of birth, date of service. I didn't do that on the other one. And a height. So we'll print this. I'm going to put it on the overread. Oh, that was supposed to go on the overread complete. Oh, it is up ready for overread. Okay. 41831 ABA. This is the height. Okay, so then 7/3 of 2018. Oops.
Do we really need a height?
I don't know, Mary. You know, I'm not rusty.
It's a good example. That was my question. I was writing down. That's why I was making sure Annette was listening, because I wanted to know how you wanted multiples done when we get into like TRC that has 4, that kind of thing.
So that is a
but
Mary's right. We don't need the height. I only know how to abstract COA, MRP, and TRC. Otherwise, I'm rusty. You should see me with those. Poor Michelle. I'm like, I don't understand this PPC. Okay, so we've got that here. I'm going to change this here to completed. And we'll hit save. Okay, now it's numerator compliant, which it should be. I'm going to close out of here. Okay, and that guy should come off if I run this again. And that, is this how I do my hard filters? Is this what you were trying to tell me? So that like my chase status is active.
She's got a mouthful of crackers. She'll be with you in a minute.
Oh, rude. I'm busy. I'm going to say is in list, and it's going to build me the list, and I'm going to say active, because I only want to see the active chases. This is bugging me. So I think Annette was trying to tell me this, and this is why we have this very lovely blank slide up here, is because she told me and I wrote it down, and then I couldn't remember what I was supposed to do.
That's the hard filter.
Okay.
And then if you refresh it, it'll keep the filter in place. Whereas if you do the soft filter with that little tornado thingy, then you refresh it, your filters will be gone. But with a hard filter, it'll stay there until you requery.
Okay. So let's go over that part again, because this has been driving me nuts, and I'm so glad I finally found it. So it doesn't look like you can do it for everything. Like, not on this one doesn't have it, but if you click the radio button up here, as opposed to the radio button down here, it'll remember it every time. Because otherwise, when you hit refresh, like it refreshes all your filters and stuff. So now it remembers only my actives, which is kind of nice, because that's been driving me crazy. So I'll put that in the slide and send it back out. Okay, so I don't think or did I save that? I saved that, but we don't really need it. Thanks, Mary, for being a homie, because I don't remember. Anyway, so this list here looks like it's in, so there's 82 chases still in here, and it looks like there's a lot of COA and TRC. I know you'll all be so happy. Oh, Mary. Ooh, the bulk of these are for you. So, you know, there's some CDC. There was one ABA, I did that. Sorry, Carrie. Some CDC and CBP, and otherwise looks like the olds team has some workings to do on this list. Okay, any questions about that part? So I don't know if you guys, with Julie last year, if you combine these like into one, but I don't think you really need to. I think this will be okay, because the overreaders, I think, can see, because they'll go like numerically, right, so that they can see that there are multiple charts. What do you guys think about that? Or do you want to combine them?
What we've done in the past is just go into the measure and then the OR ready, and then we create a new folder with the Chase ID, and then within that folder we save all the SNPs under height, weight, you know, whatever they are.
Oh, gotcha. Is that what you guys want to do, or do you have a preference?
I don't think we need to combine. I think we can look and find them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I'm going to delete this height because it's not necessary. But yeah, because they start with a Chase ID, they would go like numerically. So I mean, if you really want, you can put them in a folder, I guess, but I probably, like, I wouldn't. I think it's an extra step that I don't know. I probably wouldn't do, but whatever. I'm easy. Any questions about how to get around this Epic system?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Okay, he's got like a million more, this poor guy. He's got a million other notes. I don't know if he shows up in another measure, but he has got him a lot of notes. Oh, yep, he's got 2 other measures. So I'm gonna leave those for Mare and Lisa and Kelly and everybody. Okay, any other questions or anything else you want to go over today? Oh, so they're ready for reviews. Those should start coming out today. I'm gonna have, how was I gonna do that? Somebody's gonna post them. I think I was gonna have Fatima do it because she's Mountain Time and it's not as late. Let's see. Okay, so first thing in the morning and just before we leave, we need to post the ready for review counts. So those will come, they'll come to your email, which hopefully you have on your phone. There were a lot of messages, so my phone was completely out of commission for 2 days, and I got back in and I had like 87 unread WhatsApp messages, so I skimmed them. It looks like the Androids have a hard time.
Yeah, they're not, I can't get it on mine. This is Paula. I've tried and tried.
Okay. Oh, shoot.
Just
Okay.
keep checking.
Okay. So maybe I'll have him copy your, I don't know, we'll figure out a game plan for this, getting this to you. But any other questions?
I had one question.
Okay.
We kind of talked about maybe sending out when we were starting to work or whatever. And I'm wondering if we can maybe not do that over the WhatsApp, but maybe just text our teammates just so we're not all getting 5 million notifications of when everybody's starting and stopping to work.
Oh, yeah, that would be fine. And do you really think it's necessary or?
Well, I don't know that it's necessary. I just remember that we kind of talked about that. And I thought, oh man, that could be a lot of messages all day long if everybody's doing it when they start and stop.
Yeah, I don't know that it's really necessary. Now that we all have, I'm going to show you this. Because before we didn't have Skype, you know, so it was kind of hard to know who was working. But now, like, I have all of you guys listed here, so I can see, like, who's online and active. So I can see, like, Carrie and Mary and Sonia are all online and active. And so then I can, you know, I feel like, oh, Carrie's working, Mary's working, whatever. So that may be the better way to do it instead of, you know, messaging people. Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to like make a group like I've done here, you can just search. Like if I search for Fatima, I can right click and add her to my contact list. So she's already on my retrieval, but I can add her. And I can also, if I go, get out of here. I can make a new group. So I can create a new group, which is how I made this group. That's like, so I have the abstractors, I have the retrieval girls. So you can just have these groups so that you can quickly see. And if you need, I wonder if I can share my group. Well, but then I wouldn't be in it. Anyway. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, all I did was copy your emails. Okay, that was dumb. Anyway, you can create this group if you want. Or just add people to your favorites, like I've added these guys to my favorites.
So,
any other questions? Yes.
Yeah, I have a question. So the email app for our phone, is that completely necessary, or if we periodically check our? Okay.
No, you don't need it. And I try, if it's something I want you to do sooner rather than later, like fill out the like the EMR request forms that we need to get going quickly, I'll usually send you an email to your personal email as well. So it's not fully necessary, but you know, I wanted to make sure that you had a way to get like any, like the ready for review list and that kind of thing without having to like go to your computer and log into Citrix and all that kind of stuff. You know how like we used EMR before and you could just look when you had a minute, or, you know, like answer questions or whatever. It was just kind of a way to do that since we don't have EMR.
Did you say that you're going to be making an EMR slideshow with all the steps? How to do the EMR stuff?
Well, so let me show you what I have so far. So we have this, and we haven't just, I don't know that we're going to use it yet, but I made this PowerPoint on this Hawaii Health Information Exchange that we may use later. So in here I have, what I have? Oh, I don't have much. I have like, I have nothing. This is no good to anybody. Yeah, I'll make us a training. Let me make myself a note here. EMR abstraction training. I probably won't get to that till later tonight, or probably maybe early tomorrow morning. But I am online all day, so if you wanted to get started and have questions, you know, you could just let me know. Okay, anything else?
So just to clarify, the two things that you have hot topics right now is just the EMR, and then for Queens, and then also if to help out with the incoming records.
Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay.
Yep, because then the more these are ready, the more work there's to do. Otherwise, we're just going to keep sitting around. And like some of them, like, you know, this one's going to have a ton of records in it, so that one's going to take a while because it's big. This one we can delete. So, you know, there aren't too terribly many of them. 28, that's not too bad. But it's just like, if you guys are, you know, have time and want to work, I would rather have you do this than pull like Daisy and Fatima away from trying to contact the provider's offices to get more records.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you guys. Anything else for today? It's been way longer than I planned, but I'm glad we went over all of this.
Nope.
Okay, I will post this video if you want to watch it later. So yeah, otherwise, you know, you can message me or IM, email, call, whatever. I'm around. I have a meeting at 11. And just at 11.
You have another one in 9 minutes?
Yeah. 11:10 Hawaii time, I guess. But if you're saving the records and I don't get back to you quick enough, message Daisy because she knows how to do that too.
Okay.
So Daisy's last name, I don't know how to say it, so let me show you. Magaoay. And I think she might be the only Daisy like in the directory. Yeah, so she's the only Daisy in there, so you can message her too.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining. I'm going to go grab a snack. And Mara, I'll talk to you in 10 minutes.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys. Bye.